Scheduling your blog post ahead of time can make your life so much easier because you don't have to take time to go and post it manually. But sometimes WordPress might miss these posts and not publish them, leaving you to feel like you went on a date and got stood up. This can be extremely stressful and frustrating, especially if this was a timely post related to a big event or a major announcement. And that's why in today's video, I'll be showing you how to prevent this misschedule error from happening in WordPress. Hi, I'm Yaz and this is Brainstorm Force. We're the company behind the most popular WordPress theme out there, Astra. And we create content about our latest product updates as well as tutorials for beginners and non-coders. So if you're interested in any of that content, make sure you subscribe down below and turn on notifications. Before we get into solving this issue, you have to understand that the issue itself is caused by what's called a cron. In simple terms, a cron is a time-based job scheduler that runs in the background of your server. It does its own thing in the background and goes around and checks if there's any scheduled tasks on any of your pages, like your scheduled posts. It's pretty cool. And the miss schedule error is when the cron misses a post you've scheduled to be posted at a later time. As you know, when you publish a post, you have the options to save it as a draft, publish it straight away, or even schedule it for later. But sometimes WordPress will miss these scheduled posts and it can be extremely inconvenient. Usually most web hosts won't give you access to their server settings, so you can't really go and configure the cron at the server level. So instead we have the WP cron or WordPress cron. And how this works is when a visitor visits your web page, it will go ahead and check to see if there's any scheduled tasks on that page, and then it will execute them. The issue here is, for example, if you have a post scheduled to be published at 1 p.m. but don't get any visitors until 7 p.m. in the evening. This means that there's no visitor to arrive on your website and trigger that scheduled post, resulting in a missed scheduled error. Even if your website has really high traffic, if it goes down temporarily, the same issue can occur. So all websites can be subject to the same error. Now let's jump onto the computer and I'll show you how to prevent this error from happening. Alright, I've just logged onto my computer, but before we get started, I just want to mention that there are a few different ways that you can resolve this issue. And some of them do involve using a little bit of code, but for you guys, our YouTube viewers, I've decided to keep it as easy as possible without touching any code, and we'll be using plugins. But if you're still interested in checking out the other methods, I'll leave a link in the description below to our blog post where it discusses these in depth. Let's get started with the tutorial. As I mentioned, we'll be using a plugin to solve the issue on our website, and I'll be mentioning two plugins in this video. So let's get started with the first one. Here I am on my WordPress dashboard, and what I'm going to do now is navigate into the plugins menu on the left-hand side and go to Add New. And the first plugin we're going to look for is called Scheduled Post Trigger. And we can search for that here, just like that. And the one we're after is this yellow clock we see here, and we can press Install Now and activate. Alright, as we can see here, the plugin has now been activated, and that's all you have to do. Once the plugin's activated, it will already start working for you. And how this plugin works is when a visitor visits your website, it will scan your whole website and find any missed posts and publish it straight away. This can be amazing because rather than having to log in and check if it's been missed and publish it manually, this will catch it and publish it for you. And this way you have the relief knowing that the plugin will take care of you even if WordPress misses a scheduled post. And that's the Scheduled Post Trigger plugin. And did I mention it's free? And it works really well. Now we can move on to the second option that I can recommend. We're going to go back into Add New in the plugins menu. And we're going to look for Missed Scheduled Post. And the one we're looking for is this one called Missed Scheduled Post Publisher. And we're going to install that now as well. And we can also activate that. And once that's activated, that's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything else, just like the first plugin, but it works kind of differently compared to the first one, where the first one waits for a visitor to visit the website before triggering a check to see if there's any scheduled posts. This one will check every 15 minutes, and if it discovers that a post has been missed, then we'll publish it straight away, just like the first one. So both of these plugins kind of work the same, but the way that they check for the missed scheduled posts is a little bit different. So you can have a look and decide which one better suits you. Scheduled Post Trigger will wait for a visitor to visit your website before checking to see if there's any scheduled posts, whereas Missed Scheduled Post Publisher will check every 15 minutes and publish any content that has been missed. So let me know in the comments down below which one you'd rather use. And that's it for this video, but if you guys had any questions or got stuck along the way, please comment down below and I'd be more than happy to help out. If you got value out of this video, please leave a like, and before you click away, make sure you subscribe over here, clicking on our logo, or you can watch even more of our content by clicking on the playlist here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.